The first thing that I want to point out is that the left upper arm, when you're moving through into the finish, maintains its relationship with the shoulder line that it had at address, which is going to be, roughly 90 degrees. But this, as we're turning into the finish, this upper left arm maintains its relationship. It does not scoot out ahead of the shoulder line and get onto the shoulder line. It maintains its relationship. And as it does that, the upper right arm is going to be working with it so that the two upper arms finish roughly parallel to one another at the top of the swing. The second alignment feature has to do with the level or height that the left elbow achieves at the end of the swing. So as I'm swinging through, maintaining my two upper arms in a parallel fashion, notice the height that the left elbow achieves. It ends up at least as high as the height of the left shoulder, and depending on the club you're hitting and the shot you're hitting, a little bit higher to at least as high. The third alignment feature has to do with the relationship of the shaft of the club to portions of my upper body. And I'm going to show you as I swing into the finish. I want you to see how the shaft fits very neatly into a plane formed by the left forearm and the left upper arm. Shaft does not get over here, doesn't get over there. It comes up and fits right into that plane. That way the weight of the shaft is supported right underneath the left bicep and into the structure of this plane. The second thing you're going to notice about the shaft is that this portion of the shaft that's just beyond the rubber grip is going to come up and almost hit the colic of my head. It can finish a little bit behind, but it's going to come up very close to the colic of my head. And finally, you're going to see the shaft form a rectangle with the left forearm and left upper arm, and this rectangle should have a slight kind of 20-degree downward tilt to it. The fourth alignment feature has to do with the right wrist. When I'm swinging through impact, my right wrist releases out and the back of the right wrist ends up flat. And as we get up higher into our finish, in order to get the shaft to finish and settle into the plane of the left forearm and upper arm, we've got to do what I call a rehinging of the right wrist. You'll see all the great ball strikers do this, and you'll see this right wrist hinge, and that helps the left. As the right wrist hinges, the left wrist gets more on the forearm here, and it's a lot easier to support the weight of the shaft again into the plane of the left forearm and left upper arm.